Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW E100, GW E100. It's on the south spawn of Prokhorovka and it's under the command of Marky 12. Now battles, the countdown start counting down and its battle's about to commence. And we're off. The GW E100 didn't actually exist in reality. It's only a concept by Wargaming. They believed that the Germans would have actually produced an artillery, an SPG based on the chassis of the E100 if it had had the time. And we're getting a friendly assist there from our colleague in the bat chat. He's giving us an extra push to get us into our firing position early. And that's very kind of him actually, because the GW E100 is rather slow. It's got a 21 centimeter gun, and those shields over the tracks are shock shields, which protect the tracks from any nearby artillery hits. And thanks to that bat chat, we've actually managed to get into the bushes, into cover, very, very quickly. And although he's knocked over a few trees, which would give away our position, they've both managed to get into cover fairly quickly to avoid being hit by the enemy. And they're now looking for targets. And Marky's going for the Object 277, who's up near the centre line. Fires a round in, gets a direct hit straight away. Now he's relocating. He's got more than enough time to relocate because he's got 36.56 seconds between shots. That's a long time. And this time round he's going to fire at the hill. There's a few enemy tanks that are bunching up together trying to defend the hill. Our guys are going up on top of the hill, and if they do spot those enemy tanks, if they get close enough to get a proximity, then Marky can lay some shells down into their midst. Now he's reluctant to fire until he's got something clear to fire at. He's indicating where he's going to aim and fire, and fires a round in. Oh my god, he got two hits there. He hit two at once, the M48 pattern and the TVP T5051. Those are two dangerous mediums. He's just damaged both of them with one shot. 205 off the pattern, 201 off the TVP. They're both backing away down the hill. They've managed to overcome their stun, but the T110E5 is moving up the hill. Now we're only a second away from firing. Can we get all three tanks together? Well, he's going to go for the T110E5. Round out. Direct hit. He definitely hit him there. And our teammate in the back chat appears to be going for the TVP. And in fact, actually, Marky was telling the Object 277 on our team to stop spamming the map, because he kept spamming. He should be paying attention to where Marky's aiming, because that is in chat, tells everybody what he's looking at. Okay, those are his targets. The M48, the TVP, and the T110E5. Looks like he's going to go for try and get three of them together. Round out. Oh, it's a brilliant shot. All three together at the same time. And the other Arty fires at the same time, so he picked up loads of stun assist. Nearly 1,000 hit points of stun assist there from one shot. On top of that, he did 153 hit points of damage to the pattern and 155 hit points to the T110E5. So it was a really good shot, that. And in fact, both Artys are coordinating their fire. This is really going to make a difference to the team, because if they can do that much damage, 2,000 hit points a shot from each of them, then yeah, it's going to make a huge difference to the guys on the hill. Oh, and the other Arty fires in. The T92 fires in. He gets a direct hit, wipes out the M48 pattern. The TVP is reluctant to get close now. He's actually down to a one shot. He's only got 16 hit points. A splash would be enough to set him off. And there's the E5. He's got 809 hit points. Okay, we're loaded. Round out straight away. Direct hit, 496 hit points. The TVP goes down to our IS-7, and the Batchat's relocated. He's the other side of the tree now. He was in front of us, but we've got a more pressing problem now. An Object 140 has managed to break through the center line, and we're reloading. Going to try and get a shot on him. Any second now, we should be able to shoot. He's pulled back. He's only at 545 hit points. A direct hit would be devastating to him. Oh, you have to readjust there. Marky does like to flip between battle assistant and overhead view sometimes. Now he's a one shot. Round out. Kill shot. 267. That ends his game. He's out. The enemy are now down to just 7 tanks. We've only lost 4, so we've still got 11 tanks in the field. We've captured most of the east side of the map. So we're now focusing on the west side and probably near the railway line as well. The T-92 on our team stayed near the railway crossing. In fact, it looks like he's actually on the railway crossing. And we haven't cleared everyone on the east side. There's a Batchat 25 ton up there. And in fact, actually, we're getting a request for fire on that Batchat. The E100's trying to call our attention to him. Marky's still looking further down because he's waiting for the Jaegeru, who's actually being fired upon by the enemy. And there's the source of the problem. It's an Object 430 taking a lot of fire, lining up the shot, round out. And it lands short, does 59 hit points of damage. We lost the Jaegeru, but the Object 430 took some big hits, and he's now one shot. And the enemy Arty's been spotted. The Object 430's gone down. The enemy just lost their GW E100. The IS-7's going up to check the hill to see if there's anybody up there. We're still looking ahead. The Progetto, found the Death Star. Round out straight away. Direct hit, 419 hit points, good strike, and he's gone. So he picked up all the stun assist after that as well. He's now up to 2k worth of damage, 3k worth of stun assist off this battle. Surprisingly, he's only got 1 kill though. Okay, there's only 3 enemy left. 2 of them are Arty, 1's a tank destroyer. The tank destroyer's a Guerrilla 15. There's one of the Arty. Now we're not looking at him. No, he's been taken out by our Progetto 65. So we're looking around for that Guerrilla. There's the Guerrilla. Round out on him straight away. Direct hit. 881. Lightly armoured Guerrilla. And he goes down to the subsequent shot. Which means there's only 1 enemy remaining. And that's an Object 261. The Tier 10 Soviet SPG. And there he is. And he's just been killed by our Object 140. And that's the end of the game. Let's have a look at end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Marky 12 in the GW E100. He also picked up a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. And a Confederate hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks then taken out by other team members. And yes, you can see there was a lot of tanks that he hit but didn't get the kill on. And if we look at the team score, he wasn't top on damage. That went to the T-92 HMC. He managed 5,003 hit points of damage, picked up the high caliber. Marky managed 4,321, but all he got was the Confederate, I'm afraid. But I think the Confederate is actually quite a useful award, because it actually does tell everyone, yes, you did work extremely hard during that battle to hit as many enemy as you could. It allows your teammates then to pick up the prize of getting the kills. When it came to kills, Marky was joint third with only 1 kill. Ahead of him was the T-92 HMC, the Progetto 65, and of course the T-110E4, who was killed. He managed to get 2 kills. When it came to base XP, Marky was at the top of the table with 968 base experience points. Then came T-92, then the Progetto 65. If we look at detail report, he only fired 10 rounds during that battle, got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 9 splash. did damage of 4,321 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He got 8 hits on the enemy, only 1 kill, and did damage assistance of 447 hit points and stun assistance of 3,409 hit points off 13 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 58,622 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and remember these shells are expensive, he actually still took away 37,822 credits. He earned 968 base XP, and I'm afraid that's all he took away because there was no multipliers. But a big shout has to go out to his teammate who managed to push him into the right position so he could get some nice early shots off without being spotted by the enemy. And it was his teammate Presmo59 in the Batchatilion 155-58 for giving him a push, getting him into cover as quickly as he could. Thanks very much to Presmo. He only did 787 hit points of damage himself, but his assistance was greatly welcomed by Marky, and it saved Marky from being spotted by the enemy if they had sent somebody across the battlefield. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.